Are we live? Is this shit rolling, chat? I see the live ticker up on there. I don't see it record. I don't see it going yet. Playing. Is this going? Oh, it's going. Good. All right, we're good. What's up, chat? How we doing today? What's going on, gamers? What's going on, fellow chuds? Hope everyone is having a wonderful Tuesday. We got video dropping tomorrow, which is the interviews from MagFest. So, I need everyone that watches it tomorrow to let me know. All right, hold on, sorry. If I refresh this, will it fuck the thing up? Let's find out. No, we're good. Okay. It's still not loading the video for me. It's not a big deal, I guess. As long as everyone else can see it, that's all that matters. All right, so tomorrow, the MagFest interviews drop. I did something a little different this time. Fuck! I meant to spit in my garbage, and I spit on my wall like a fucking retard. I did something different with the MagFest interviews videos that's coming out tomorrow, which is I did very minimal. There we go. I did very minimal editing for this. It is mostly just picking, obviously, the best interviews, and I cut up some of them that were just like way too long for the people meandering and answering the questions, but I tried to keep this with no music other than intro, outro, no memes, just some like zoom-ins and shit like that, because I wanted to see if the interviews play better with no memes and just playing straight and just letting people's answers linger. I see that's what a lot of other interview videos do, so I decided to try this for this. It feels weird for me and Terrence. Brittany thinks it's better this way, so I need you all to be the judge. So when you watch that tomorrow, leave a comment and let me know if you like that style more for the interview videos over the heavy editing and music and memes. Because I might just leave that for the drinking challenges and the drinking vlogs and stuff like that. So I want to know what everyone thinks of that. Terrence says it's some of the... I wasn't like entirely confident at first in the video just because it was different for me, but when Terrence watched it, you know, he thought it was some of my funniest questions yet. So there's some real spicy ones in there. Yes, I mean, Brandon Buckingham's a big influence on me, for sure. Huge influence. What was I about to say? There's some spicy questions in there. Some spoilers for you guys. One is if you had sex with someone that was really hot, like a hot cosplayer at a con, and then you woke up the next day and noticed they had a swastika tattoo, would you bang them? And would you ghost them, or would you bang them and go for round 2 or whatever? So that was a really good one. And then another one was your best friend rapes someone. How does that affect your friendship with them? And I got some quite interesting answers with that, for sure. And I think you guys will all enjoy it. If you are a member of the Patreon, though, you could have already seen the extended cut of this video that's been up for weeks, for at least a week or two, I think. Yeah, something like that. A week? Yeah, it was on Gumroad originally, obviously. Now we're on Patreon, but yeah, if you subscribe to the Gumroad, you could have already seen it. So, if you're not subscribed, Patreon. If you're not subscribed to the Patreon, please do so. Patreon.com/MKUltraMoney. I am not monetized yet. I cannot do super chats or any of that stuff. So the only way you can support the channel right now is by subscribing on Patreon. All past streams go on the $10 tier on Patreon. And then for the basic $5 tier, you get the extended cuts and exclusive videos and all other good shit. So subscribe. You will not regret it. And if you do regret it, it's because you hate me and want me to die and you think I fucking suck. So, what's up? I hate farting. Yeah, so subscribe. That's where all the old streams, anytime a stream ends, I leave it up until the next one. And then after that, it gets privated and then goes right on to the Patreon. All right, what are we talking about? So first thing I want to talk about today is armpit fetishes. All right, I went viral for this. I was not expecting this. Let me pull this up on here. Make sure I got the fucking right tab open. Yeah. All right. There we go. I hate moving the cameras around with OBS. All right. Oh my God. It never clicks the fucking right thing that you want. Okay. All right. Are we good now? There we go. Okay. I went viral for this post also. I went viral back-to-back posts. This first one, not as funny, but science confirms your cells hear you talk to yourself. For your cells, telling yourself, I'm a mess, has the same toxic impact as running away from a predator, meaning your words can also make you sick. And someone brought it to my attention afterwards that this account is ran by an Indian. Or South Asia. It's all the same fucking shit. So I felt bad for interacting with a third worlder, but, you know, my post popped off, so it was fine, I guess. But what I said was esoteric schizophrenics proven right once again that words are spells and let you manifest your own reality, which honestly is true. I've been one that says manifesting is real. To what extent? Who knows? But, I constantly know that I am goated and the best, the greatest of all time. And I am delusional, and because of that, I will succeed and win in all my endeavors. I've seen a lot of the Peters, the Ray Peters, not to be confused with the Ray Pers. The Ray Peters, forever talking about how good sugar is for you and Mexican Coke, and carbs in general, and to be effective with that, of course, you need to purge all the evil from your body. And by that, I mean the seed oils. You got to purge all the seed oils from your body. They're killing you from the inside slowly and going to turn you more retarded than you could ever imagine. But if you detox from seed oils, I've stopped eating seed oils regularly in 2021. And I very rarely have seed oils unless I am, traveling, because it's just impossible to avoid. you can do your best. I do my best. I try, but it is impossible. I will do some autistic shit, right? I get these brioche hot dog ones from Eli's Bar. If you're New York City, you might know this Jew. R.I.P. Eli. Even though you have the worst prices of all time, go figure. But a lot of their shit is really clean, good ingredients, no goy slop in it. Because the Jews don't poison themselves. Brittany made a joke about that once, how you could eat kosher food because the Jews won't poison themselves, which I thought is very funny. Yeah, so I will be so autistic sometimes. Like when I go to MagFest and Katsucon in Maryland, sit back. Ugh. I will bring my own hot dog bun that I get from there, and then I'll go to BurgerFi because it's right by the Gaylord Convention Center. That's what it's called, the Gaylord. Very, very interesting name, the Gaylord. Great hotel though, fantastic, beautiful hotel, fantastic hotel. Horrible name, but wonderful place. And I'll bring my own hot dog buns. And I'll toss the ones they give me with it, and I'll just throw 2 hot dogs on it because they're pretty big buns. And I'll do that here for Shake Shack as well. So I'll get autistic with it sometimes, and I'll try to cut it down as much as possible. And then I also love going for yakitori. You're not gonna get Japanese Asian food in general that's seed oil free unless you're eating fucking sushi because it's raw fish. But at least with yakitori, it's all on the grill, so minimal oils there if they coat, marinate sauce or whatever. The main thing, I mean, if you have to eat seed oils, is to avoid the fried food. The fried food is what's gonna fucking rape the ever living shit out of you. That's always been the stuff that's fucked me up the most, is the fried food, because of the way that the heat oxidizes. That's what causes the problem with the seed oils in general, is heat and oxidation. So then when you heat it up again and deep frying and shit like that, it's gonna fuck you up. So best things to detox though from seed oils, besides obviously not eating it, vitamin E that I get from what the fuck is the Lifeblood. I'll pull it up on screen. Lifeblood. Vitamin E. Why is that on eBay? Yeah, this shit right here, fantastic. Highly recommend this stuff. I'll link it in the chat. I take so many fucking supplements, it's insane. My body is a pharmacy. So, this shit's fantastic. I take 2 a day. Ideally, if you are eating seed oils, you want to have vitamin E when you're eating the seed oils, before, during, or after. Other things that help as well are coconut oil, orange juice, and aspirin. So that is the stack of 4 things to minimize seed oil damage that I recommend. I used to have really fucking bad eczema on my hands. You can see it in some of the videos, because some of the videos are old. Even honestly, I was going through the footage today just to clip something for the claw machine video that is criminally underwatched, by the way. If you haven't watched the claw machine video, that's top 2 videos for me on the channel, probably. Mario Golf and claw machine are top 2. So go watch that if you haven't yet. But anyways, I was looking at that, and even then, that was last summer, and my hand on the side looked bad. And then you see in older videos, the first video on the channel at Too Many Games, Smelliest Gamer one, because that was shot in 2023. My hand looks fucking disgusting in it. It's so bad. And now it's fully gone. So the main thing for this was cutting out seed oils, but the other thing was a supplement from was this? I think Objective Nutrients. which was this Gut Max. I actually gotta buy more of this. This is the thing that really. So I don't know if it was. I started taking vitamin E at the same time. So, but I know this was specifically meant to help for it because ChatGPT told me. So probably both were doing work. But yeah, vitamin E and then this Gut Max Better GI that like any like problems you have in your gut, like leaky gut, eczema, acid reflux, just other brain fog, shit like that. If you repair your gut, that will fix a lot of the issues that you have. So I highly recommend this. If you ever want to ask me for medical advice, I love giving medical advice. I am not a doctor. I have never been to any sort of medical school. I should have failed chemistry in high school, honestly, but my teacher liked me, so she gave me a 65 passing grade on the Regents and 75 for the class because I was in Catholic school, so 75 was passing there. But everything I say is medical advice because I am a right-wing schizophrenic, esoteric right-wing schizophrenic on X the Everything app, formerly known as Twitter, which means I know more than doctors. And I say this in a joking way, but I'm not joking. I will mog the shit out of doctors because doctors are fucking retards. Where's the shirt? That's right. It's backwards, but education sucks. Beat. I can't read backwards. Oh my god. Beat, abuse, assault. Doctors, nurses, lawyers, teachers. The worst dregs of society, right there. The worst dregs of society. I would never, ever. I was just reading a shirt. Obviously, I would never recommend doing that to any of those people. Those are the wonderful backbones of our society. Everyone, we love those people, right? We love. Those are the best kind of people. Those are the best kind of people. They love the lawyers, the teachers, the doctors, the nurses. They're fantastic people. They love us. They don't make us sick or our children retarded or put us through jail with whatever. I don't know. I forgot where I lost where I was going with that. Another great thing also on here I recommend to everyone is thymine, which I really don't know the main difference between these two because they both contain TTFD. So, and I've bought and used both and haven't really tested, I guess, enough to know a difference. So I kind of just buy whatever's in stock for this, and then B complex as well. So if you take TTFD, thymine, and B complex, the methylated B complex is absorbed better, but some people can't handle methylated vitamin B. Like my mom, for instance, she took this and made her feel worse. So I guess the only way to know that is if you take it and you feel worse. If that's the case, then you get the non-methylated B complex. But essentially, that is also just another thing, like repairing your thyroid, important for peating and being healthy all around, giving you energy. Oh my God, I felt like I became a new person after taking this. This is literally miracle supplement. They miracle supplement has been thrown around since before any of us were born, but this is truly a miracle supplement right here. I started taking that back in December 2024 with and I soon after that I started taking taurine also, and I was going through very horrible times, and I was very confused why I was handling it all as well as I was, because I've gone through stuff that wasn't even nearly as bad in the past that made me feel way worse and affected. And I realized months later that thymine and B complex pretty much makes it so you can handle stress and bad situations and horrible things. Pretty much, it lets you deal with the horrors of existence. Essentially, that's the best way to put it, I guess. It lets you conquer the horrors of existence and the trials and tribulations of the human condition. That should be how they sell it. That should be the sales pitch. This miracle drug will make you conquer the human condition like no one has before. But yeah, just you feel full of life. Depression is fake, guys. It's one thing if you're like depressed for something that happens, like, you know, someone dies or a bad breakup or, you know, shit like that. But like there's no such thing as just like seasonal depression or random depression where you need fucking antidepressants or any of that, all that shit. All that's fake, guys. It's fake and gay and not real. And what you have to realize is that is just chemical imbalance, and you can fix everything with supplements and not eating goysop that's meant to kill you. Because, holy shit, man, it is night and day from how I feel now compared to, I mean, I've been supplement maxing since I stopped eating seed oils in 2021, but since I like went this extra mile end of 2024, it's crazy. Was that informative? Did you guys did I potentially change anyone's lives just now with that? I hope so. I need to be better about avoiding seed oils. Are there any seed oil free pizza options that you have? Yeah, and surprisingly, there is way less than you would expect. Most pizza places are using fucking soybean oil in the dough. Dude, it fucking drives me insane. You would think pizza, right, would be the one thing that would be easy to eat seed oil free. There is, I shit you not, one place in walking distance from my apartment that I can get pizza by the slice that has no seed oils. And it's like at least a 20-minute walk. It's not even close. It's at least like a 20-minute walk from me. Maybe 20-minute walk. Because it's a little past my gym that I go to. And that's it. I got one place near me. There's more places downtown. And there are some places that usually if you go to like an Italian restaurant, they have like the Neapolitan. How the fuck is that pronounced? I've never known how that's pronounced. Neapolitan style, Politan pizza. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. This style of fucking pizza that you get at the fucking nicer Italian restaurants that's not by this. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's not by the slice. That stuff, usually you can kind of just eat it whenever and it's not going to have seed oils. That is like the one consistent thing that I found that does not have seed oils. But pizza by the slice, like New York style pizza, forget about it. It's a fucking nightmare trying to do it. It's a fucking nightmare. But I have some good places downtown. If any of you are in New York or come to New York ever, I recommend Johnny's Pizza. Jonnys, no H. Johnny's Pizza in Lower East Side. That place is fucking amazing. I got their regular and their vodka, and then their garlic knots are fucking amazing too. That place is fucking kino. Highly recommend it. I went on a fucking 20-minute tangent before I literally was like, yeah, let me talk about fucking armpits, and went on a 20-minute tangent about fucking seed oils and supplements, and then most of the people laughed. Fuck you guys, you're all gonna die. If you left the stream when I was giving medical advice, you were going to die. You have 7 days. All those people are gonna die. It's fine. It's not my problem. They're the ones that left the stream. They're the ones that want to get giga raped by the seed oil industrial complex. It's fine. Like, it's not my problem. If you're so fucked in the head that you're leaving my stream like that, then clearly you have a lot of issues. So going back to Armpits now, I went viral for posting about Armpits. So this was the original post, which we don't need the sound. Who gives a fuck? No one cares about what is said. Is there any? Oh, there is no sound on it. All that matters is Margot Robbie's beautiful, shaved, clean pits, guys. Okay, now the viewers are coming back that I'm talking about Margot Robbie's pits. I see what kind of audience that I have, which is the Gooners from Brittany that subscribe to me. So thank you, Gooners, I guess. So Margot Robbie's beautiful pits, and I have a wonderful story I'm going to be telling about Armpits. It's one of my favorite stories. I need to figure out some way to document it somewhere. That's funny enough to go viral, because I feel like it is a viral worthy story. But I quote tweeted it, and I said, did I ratio? Yeah, I ratioed this at this point. So this original one has almost 17 million views, which is crazy. Are they Indian? Please don't let them be Indian. All right. Connected via Europe, count based in South America. Well, doesn't sound great, but it's not Indian. Damn it. Why did it go back to my post? Oh, here we go. Yeah, so this originally had 29K. Yeah, I bookmarked it. No shame. I bookmarked it. I'm one of the 15K that bookmarked it. I'm not going to pretend that bookmark's not there. I did that. I bookmarked it. Margot Robbie, one of the hottest actresses, that has a beautiful armpit. Yeah, I bookmarked it. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. I am an armpit fag with no shame, guys. No shame. So, my quote tweet got, as of right now, 4.2 million views, 31K likes. And I said, everyone losing their mind over this, but I've been on armpits since before feet were normalized, which is true. My culture is not your costume. And clearly my culture is people's costume, because it's got 31K likes. When did my niche fetishes get mainstream? I gotta fucking gatekeep everything. It's not enough that I gotta gatekeep fucking anime and video games I like. I gotta gatekeep my love of armpits too, because now it's so fucking cool and normie and stuff. And I see armpit posts all the time. Where were you when I was in the trenches, being called a freak for loving to sniff and lick a girl's armpits? Where were you? I was in the trenches. You only have the courage to do this because of me, goddammit. So fuck you. I'm a war veteran. Show some goddamn respect on my name. Thirsty. I wish this was Margot Robbie's armpit sweat in here. That would be so good right now. So, anyways, my armpit story. This was back in 2020, right before COVID. So I think this was like February 2020, I think. Was having friends over one Friday or Saturday night. Friend pulls up with this one girl that he was his ex from like high school or some shit like that. After like, and they just like talked for the like first time in years, but it wasn't like, didn't seem like anything was serious or whatnot. And he left at one point, and she stayed hanging out with the rest of us. And then at one point I go to bed because I'm drunk as fuck. And I wake up the next day and she's still there. And then she comes into my room to hook up with me. And I'm, doing stuff and whatnot, but no penetration yet. And I go, and she has some nice armpits. So I go and I lick her armpit. And we keep going, and then like it like hits her like 5 seconds later. She's like, "Did you just lick my armpit?" And I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah, I gotta go. And she just fucking leaves. This is a girl, mind you, I found out after the fact, sells nudes on Snapchat, and when I was passed out, was talking to my roommate trying to get us to have a fucking three-way. Me, her, and him. Which is fucking nuts. But the armpit licking was too far for her. Those are the trenches that I was in. Those are the trenches I was in. This is live, motherfucker. Way Suman? Yes, this is live. But yeah, that is those were the trenches I was in. And now everyone makes jokes about it. Ha ha. Ooh, armpits, I'm so cool and unique. Fuck them. Fuck them all. They don't know what it was like. And you know what? No fucking regrets either. And to this day, that is the funniest hookup story that I have. And I hope to not have any funnier hookup stories, because I don't want to. I feel like anything that would be funnier would be worse for me in the moment. And I don't want to deal with that. But it is very funny to me. Yeah. But that's where we're at. Armpits are cool now. Armpits are cool. I mean, it's nice that people appreciate the finer things in life. It's just, where were they when I was in the trenches? Why did so many people have to wait till it was normalized? And now I see feet bros being like, oh, we paved the way for you guys. You guys got it easy. Yeah, maybe for the fucking the LARPers that aren't true armpit aficionados. Yeah, sure, maybe them. Luke, I'm glad you loved the supplement advice. I will always give supplement advice to those that ask, because I love mocking doctors. Oh, I pulled this yesterday, which was cool. I got one of those one-piece illustration boxes that come with the Ace and Sabo promo, and then 2 packs of OP13, 2 packs of premium too. And I opened this. I didn't realize this was a money card. I figured it was just like a fucking $20 card. I mean, it's a very nice looking card. But I opened it, and because Carrot's not like super popular. I don't think there's any other expensive Carrot card. And I'm like, oh, cool, whatever. And then I go and check it up, and I'm like, what? Was this a buyout or something? And I'm like, nope, this was for some reason a $150 card, which I'm not complaining about. So that was cool, and I already sold it. I listed it last night, and then got sold already. Because as nice as it is, I rather $150 than this card. And it was out of like a $25 box, so that was cool. Oh yeah, so I got Katsucon this week, which I'm very excited about. I have that. I'm leaving Thursday morning to go. So I hate that Katsucon and MagFest are so close together, because it's in the same convention center, and it's a lot of the same people that go, and it's the similar type of debauchery. The only difference is MagFest is 24 hours and starts on Thursday, where Katsucon will have day 0 on Thursday, and you'll have people drinking and shit. But I don't understand why they would put them so close together. It'd be nice even if they like spread them out by like 1 month, which would be nice. I hate going back to back. There's also now it's like I have the 2 MagFest videos, and then I have one video that's gonna come out in between, which is Drunk Mario Retardy, that that Terrence is gonna start editing next week. Oh yeah, there's gonna be no video next week. Sorry guys. Terrence is gonna be editing that, and then I'll have the vlog for this and then the interviews to edit, and it's like it's in the same location, so it's like a lot. I feel like, I mean, obviously it's gonna be like different stuff that happens and whatnot, but you know, I would like to have more variety, but it is what it is. For the vlog, I'm pulling up my docs here. Yeah, so for the vlogs, we're gonna do the theme for that is gonna be making strangers drink our cursed drinks for that, and so we're gonna have I just ordered a big foam die on Amazon last night, and let me full screen myself. On Amazon last night, and I'm gonna have 3 things for people to drink. One is gonna be really shitty rum or whiskey. I forgot what I bought because I bought it actually for MagFest and then ended up not using it then, which is gonna be labeled Smash Player Bathwater, which is actually a bit I went to do at Too Many Games last year. This okay, there we go. Which I meant to do at Too Many Games last year, which I technically did do, but they confiscated the bottle for me, and we got in trouble and for giving out alcohol there. And Terrence Ven's there, so I couldn't release that footage for it because I didn't want to get him in more trouble. So we have that. We have one I'm going to label Free P, which is going to be like a spicy vodka or spicy tequila mixed with pineapple juice. And then the last one's going to be called Cosplayer Vomit. And I'm going to make some sort of gross green-looking concoction that will taste gross as well. I don't know what's going to be in it yet. I'm going to figure it out kind of day of when I go to the grocery store. Oh, I need water. My burps are always so disappointing compared to Brittany's. I'm sorry. Your smell bag leaked? You had to repair it? What does that mean? Your smell bag leaked? What is that? And then for the interviews, since it's gonna be Valentine's Day weekend, I figured what better bit to do than trying to find a wife at an anime convention. So the opening is it's Valentine's Day, and I'm not just looking for love, I'm looking for a wife. So I decided there's no better place to search than an anime convention. And I'll be interviewing people as well. So I got a bunch of questions specifically for women. So we'll see how that goes for that. And then I got some just other ones as well. Some old classics, some new ones. Do demon lives matter? Got to ask that to some sort of free run cosplayers. If before getting on a flight you had to choose the race and gender of your pilot, what are you choosing? And then, you know, when people are like, oh, it doesn't matter, I'm like, no, you have to pick. You have to pick one. What is it going to be? You have to change the age of consent. What age do you change it to? asking people if they're into Yuri, and so then accusing them of being like Epstein. So a few things like that, some of the old classics. I kind of want to write some more because I have a lot. Most of the questions are just tailored towards the women because that's the bit. But I want to come up with some more new ones for the fellas as well. Because I feel like it's easier to find fellas that are worth interviewing than the Foids. But there's more hot girls at KatsuCon than MagFest because it's there were actually more hot girls this year at MagFest than the previous year. Previous year had a lot of troons at it. There was less troons this year, and more hot girls, which was nice. But anime inherently has more hot girls than gaming, so it's when you order McDonald's, but you order a second meal to smell like you eat your main meal so you don't get food anxiety. That's a joke, right? You're joking. That's a bit, right? I hope you ask some of them how they feel about armpit play. I feel like I should. I feel like I should come up with. Just gonna write that down. I'm just generically writing down armpit question. The AQ, the armpit question. The armpit question. Because I'm gonna have like 2 separate pivots, just in case, I am talking to a hot girl that's cool and into it. I gotta pivot to like making something happening there, but like for the most part, it's just gonna be like shit posting. So, Hey ladies, could we raise our hands? Ladies, let's just raise our hands for a minute, please. Can we clap our hands in the air? Yeah, just do stuff like that. One whiff, please. What would it take for one whiff? Stubble or shaved? Shaved, brother. I will say, occasionally, a little bit of hair can be hot. Occasionally, once in a blue moon. It's like, it's like when you're getting like a craving for food you're not like a big fan of, but sometimes like it hits, But it's not something you're really going to have often. So shaved all the way. If you were Jeff Epstein and you had to start over, who would you blackmail first and why? Pivoting from here to the e-whores, because there's some debauchery in a group chat I'm in that oh boy. Well, I'm not going to pull it up on screen, obviously, because I'm not going to dox a private group chat I'm in, because that would be wrong. Ask them that, stubble or shaved. You're asking me. Well, hopefully they'll be they'll be out so we can see for ourselves. But I'm in this group chat and like it feels engineered to make me hate women. I got added to it the other night by a friend who's not he's not like on this part of Twitter, that like right-wing Twitter, but he's like adjacent to it, so it's like, a lot of mutuals, but like then he has his own side, and that side has oh my god, a lot of e-whores. A lot of them. Texting my friend who's also in this chat. He's like, this chat is so bad, not a single wife-worthy woman in there. And I'm like, bro, there's not a single side piece-worthy woman in there. And only like one girl is like truly like a smoke show either. Like the rest are just like, they're trying for the conventional hotness, but they're very thoughty, hoary looking. But anyways, this all started when someone said, I told my sub he was gesture maxing, and I forgot he's a boomer. And my friend replied to that immediately. Reading this sentence was my final reason why. And I said to that, I'm like, this chat feels engineered to make me hate women. So let me scroll through some of these messages. Someone's like, normalized Findom and got 6 thumbs downs by a girl said that, and 6 guys, myself included, all thumbs that down. This chat's huge, by the way. There's like fucking 150 people, and it's moves way too fast. But yeah, someone's like, what's gesture maxing? And someone's like, acting like an idiot to make people laugh or to get laid. And she's like, oh, that's fire. And I'm like, gesture maxing for life, because I love gesture maxing. That's what that's what these videos are on this channel. It's me gesture maxing, baby. Let's see what else was notable in here. One guy unironically replying to me said, when I said this chat feels engineered to make me hate women, one guy unironically saying support sex workers, and a bunch of people react that one. And then one girl responded to all the thumbs downs. She was like, if I sent you all $50 right now for no reason, would you accept it? Yes or no? Riddle me that. And all the guys said no. And I retort by saying, you're skipping the whole Findom aspect of this. You are just saying a free $50. Of course I'm going to take a free $50. But if there's Findom involved, then a lot of people need to die. And then my friend's like, I've been offered way more by weird homosexuals. And then that same guy earlier that said support sex workers is like, I'm sorry, if any man could make a full-time income jerking off, they would all do it. You don't have to admit it, but you know it. And this guy clearly does not think highly of himself if he is saying that. And yes, a lot of weak men would do that, of course. But this is not the case for normal people, as there are many hot girls that don't do it. So, one girl in the chat said, the one that was talking about her subs earlier, was like, 90% of my subs get no content in return. What the fuck are you doing? Like, it's bad enough to be sending whores money, right? Why are you sending whores money and also not getting anything in return? What is wrong with you? Millions must die. That is a quote by Chud Jack. That is not something I'm saying needs to happen. God, yapping so much. Like, getting dry mouth. And this girl saying that literally has in her, she has in her fucking bio 21 plus X amount of dollars to DM. I'm not gonna dox all this stuff. Feet pics, multiple feet pics. It's almost all feet pics. Nothing in return. Just the feet pics she posts on her page. Let's see what else. My friend being like, degenerate F-git men think all men must be the same. In reply to the guy saying, it's like, I know you guys would all get paid to jerk off if you could. Degenerates belong on the cross. Yep. And I said all those. I said to the 90% of subs that get no content in return, I'm like, all those men should die high key. And the one guy, the support sex worker guy, was like, yeah, this is where I'll switch sides because you got to have some self-respect. Although this guy clearly does not have enough self-respect because he would jerk off on cam for money if he could. And then an Indian guy comes in and starts talking about how much mid-tier escorts cost. Of course, the Indian guy would know that. Yeah, I said weak men are way worse than slutty and whorish women, which I do believe. Although technically it is women's fault first, because in the Bible you have Adam and Eve, and Adam's a guy and Eve's a woman. And who's the one that did the first sin? There's only two options, chat. Who was it? Adam or Eve? The man or the woman? Who was the one that did original sin? Does someone in the chat want to tell me? That's right. Eve, the woman. That's who. So, by default, it is women's fault first. But I have way more contempt for the weak man that gives money to these whores online for no reason at all. The ones that get something out of it, like OnlyFans or something, are also fucking bad. But the ones doing it for no reason are even worse, guys. They're so much worse. To do it for no reason at all. There's so much stuff you can be better doing with your money. You can develop a cool fetish, like armpits. But no, these freaks needed to develop a findom fetish. Why? Why on God's green earth do you have a findom fetish? How does that happen? What fucking sick, twisted porn are you watching to get to that point? Because I have no fucking clue. I have no clue at all what it takes to get to that point. And people also like to call all fetishes porn brain and whatnot now, which is completely incorrect. How did I get an armpit fetish, you ask? By having sex with women and smelling them and enjoying the whole package. You don't get an armpit or a foot fetish from porn. You get it by having sex with a woman and being around women and appreciating the whole package. You know, I've said before, when it comes to women, I'm like a black guy eating fried chicken wings, all right? Where, you know how they'll put a whole ass wing in their mouth and it comes out and it's just the bone, no meat or cartilage or nothing. That's how I like to be with a woman, all right? I'm the black guy and she's the chicken wing. Bad analogy. But you get it. You get what I'm saying. So, but that's how I like to be with a woman. You know, I want my mouth and my hands on every part of her, okay? Because if I'm having sex with her, then she's a beautiful, wonderful void. Why would I not want to smell and taste and touch every part of her? Because if there was a single part of her that is not worth smelling, tasting, and touching, she's not the one, chat. She's not the one. If you love her more than anything, you will do everything to her. It's true. It's fucking true. And anyone that disagrees is not a real lover. They will never match a woman's freak. And they will die not knowing what it truly meant to live in love was like. All right, let me go pee real quick, and I will continue reading messages from this chat, but I gotta piss. I'm back. Let me read some of the chat quick. Black hair, blue eyes, pale skin. Is that the type? Women? I don't know what that referred to because I was far enough away, but that is my type. Black hair, blue eyes, pale skin. I do love that. Thin. Need to be skinny. I like the breast on the smaller side. They lie, women, so easily without even thinking they're lying. Skills. Findom should be criminal. I agree. Wow. Insanity. Holy Hava Nagala. Is this chat room hosted in Tel Aviv? Man, you would think so. Back of the knee is next. I saw like one person mention that earlier. I'm not seeing it. The back of the knee. No hate towards it, but I'm not seeing it. And also, if you want to know when the armpit fetishes also awaken people, because I saw this is when I first started seeing it. It was on fucking 4chan, video game board, when Final Fantasy 13 came out because of Lightning's armpits. That was an awakening for a lot of teenagers before they had sex. That was an armpit awakening. Not porn, but Final Fantasy 13, Lightning's armpits. I saw so many memes of that back in the day on 4chan, and that stayed contained to 4chan. No one else talked about armpits. It was 4chan, Final Fantasy 13. That was it. And Lightning has some great armpits, for the record. Love from a woman is love from the devil. Man. You can't truly love women without hating them. There are people that hate women and don't love them, but there are not people that love women and don't hate them. Do you get what I mean, guys? Like, there are plenty. You see I hate the incel types. They made dunking on women gay and cringe. The red pill types, the incel types that had never gotten laid or whatnot. Incel is a meaningless word now. Blah, blah, blah. Lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. There are plenty of incels that have never known the love of a woman, but they hate women for that because they're losers themselves and they hate themselves. But if you truly love women, you understand you kind of hate them as well. And there's something so intoxicating about women that no matter how retarded they are and how evil they are and how much you want to hate them, you can't help it but love women still, despite all the retardedness and evilness and insanity. There's something so pure and beautiful about them that it brings you to them no matter what. And the incels that say they hate women will never know. Will never know the truth of it all, the real feelings. They just know not getting pussy. And then they will blame it on, oh, she only goes for Chad. She only goes for retarded men, which is not wrong. But a lot of these times, they will say this without any sort of self-reflection at all. You got to understand the psychology of women and the self-awareness of your own issues. If you get no women and you hate women for that, it's a skill issue. So it's two completely different types of contempt for women. Is that, which I feel like people don't talk about enough, is that there is two different types of hate and contempt for women, and one comes from self-hatred and one comes out of love for them. And there needs to be a clear line in the sand of the difference between the two, because one category is fucked forever and is never going to change and they're going to die alone, and the other has hope. Despite how bad things have gotten, there is hope. Like seeing that whole Sarah Stock situation, like, look, of course I always knew she was the whore. She has the fucking whore phenotype on her face. I had her blocked instantly. I'm like, this is a grifting whore. Fuck this bitch. But it's like, it's still so rough to see that. It's still, it brings me pain seeing that. And obviously Eli Schaefer too, but everyone knew that Eli was fucking piece of shit, homosexual, all this other shit. Like, because I saw people was like, oh, why is everyone just ragging on Sarah Stock and not Elijah Schaefer as much? It's because everyone knew that he was a fucking piece of shit. Everyone knew he was scum. Like, that's not news to anyone. Sarah Stock, up until this point, publicly had done nothing wrong. She was cringe, not funny, not entertaining, but technically had not done anything wrong until this. So just seeing that just made me so upset. Just like the fact that, like, she made her husband wait until marriage while she was getting dicked down by Elijah. Evil! Evil! That is so evil. That is so evil. And look, you know, if you're the type that wants to wait to marriage, good for you, fine. Me personally, I am never going to go with a woman that says, oh, I'm waiting till marriage. Nah, I'm good. The guys that say that they want a virgin, look, sure, the idea is nice and all, but it's just not going to happen. You're not, if a woman is a virgin in her 20s, she either has something seriously, and of course there's going to be very few exceptions. I'm not talking about these rare exceptions. Because it's always like, oh, but I know this one person. I don't give a fuck. Silent. If a girl is in her 20s and she's still a virgin, she's usually incredibly fat or ugly, or so socially inept and insane that covers the overwhelming majority of them. So sure, say how much you want a virgin and that the virgin's not going to be the whore. Not going to change a thing. You're better off just finding a normal girl, as normal as possible. Which is weird advice, I guess, for me, considering I flirt with girls on X, the Everything app, formerly known as Twitter. They say men love crazy girls, which I'm not going to say is wrong, but after enough time, you try to refrain from it, I guess. And know better. Or at the very least, only do hookups and not date. So, I've had my fair share of crazy girls. Not that I've gotten into relationships with, but I have had my fair share. And honestly, even like the low body count thing, like even that doesn't matter. I've had friends tell me about girls that they've been with that would have low body counts and then cheated anyways and stuff like that. So there really is no correlation. It's about the person themselves. You know, a girl could have a higher body count and depending on the factors is more likely to be loyal than sometimes a girl with a lower body count. All right, let me continue reading the messages. That was all off of one message, love from a woman is love from the devil. That was a whole tangent off of that. Best break from Calc ever. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Sarge. Airtight analogy. Yes, that was for the chicken. Yes, I agree. That is a airtight analogy right there. He's lying. He's switching to the piss play group chat. I haven't been in many relationships because I want to like a woman before I can love her. Is this dumb? Is this even worth it? Because I want to like a woman before I can love her. I mean, yeah, I mean the two relationships that I've been in, I've only been in two, like when I say like two relationships, long-term ones. These are year-plus relationships that last at least a year. So I've only been in two. And then I've had short-term ones, but I wouldn't count anything that's under 6 months as like a real relationship. Like you could be exclusive, of course, and like would still count as cheating, obviously, if you fuck someone else during that. But like once it's over, I wouldn't really count much I wouldn't count anything that's like under 6 months because it's just like, But I mean, I don't know. I'm very much a romantic, a lover of women, and when I like a girl, I will fall for a girl fast. So I've never tried to get in a relationship with, let alone get in a relationship with any girl that I didn't like. So, I wouldn't date a girl that you don't like. I haven't been in relationships because I want to like why? What were the relationships that you were in? What were they like? How many have you been in? Did you like these women? For me, to like a woman, for me, big thing is I want them to have the similar interests to me, because then I can like talk to them easily and not get bored. A lot of people say it's like, oh, it doesn't matter having same interests as a girl, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It depends on the person. For me, it matters. Or at the very least, even if they don't have the same interests as me, as long as they're willing to get into stuff because of me. For example, my friend Sade, his girlfriend Jasmine, such a sweet girl, amazing girl, great couple, the two of them. His whole life is fucking gaming for the most part. She streams and shit and whatnot, wants to do game development. And she's gotten into gaming and stuff because of him. She loves him so much Which, no offense to my friend Sade or anything, but like I'm a little confused why she loves him as much as she does. But God bless them both. I love them both. But she is a woman that is willing to get in to all those same things as him, which for me, that's good enough. As long as she will take interest in that. She's got to also like at least like show interest in my passions. Like she doesn't have to have the passion for it, but mine being YouTube and whatnot. So, if I bring up I do YouTube and she like brushes it off and like doesn't ask about it at all, I mean, like, fuck her. I spend my whole life fucking, this is my whole life is doing this channel and working on this shit. If you can't ask me and show some interest in what I'm passionate about, you don't have to be passionate about too. Just, ask about it and fuck that. So those are like the main things. And then obviously, the generic stuff of attractive, skinny, good person, not a whore, kind, blah, blah, blah. The basics, the basic line there. Can cook. Also, a big thing that I feel like every girl has pets. And I have 2 cats. So now it's like every time we see a girl with... I'm like training myself to stop doing this, but like I'll see a girl online, then I'll see she'll have a dog or she'll have like 3 cats, something like that. And my brain always just like, I'm 31. So I think like the long term, like right away. I want to like calculate. I don't want to like waste my time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to jump into a relationship with a girl and then there's like some sort of issues right there and then I wasted my time. Because the biggest thing you got to take away from every relationship or situationship or anything that you get into is identifying what went wrong, what were the red flags, and how can you spot those sooner. Unless you're the problem. If you're the problem, then that's that could be better or worse depending on how committed you are to bettering yourself as a person. So, for me, I'm amazing and perfect. I'm amazing and perfect. I'm the greatest boyfriend ever, the best lover ever. So it's never me that's wrong. It's always her. She's always in the wrong. It's not me. I've always been great. I'm a catch. I'm the best a woman could possibly get. So if they don't want me, that's their loss. I'll find someone better. But if you were the problem and it's not her, then obviously you got to fix that. But if she's the problem, and she had the red flags or the issues, you got to learn from that, and in the future, identify that with all future women and avoid it. Don't do it again. Because now it's like I have red flags for my exes, and I keep those in the front of my mind when talking to a new girl, and I'm like waiting for them to pop up. I'm waiting for those things to happen so I can know right away. I'm like, all right, I need to split. I need to get the fuck out of here. But sometimes the girls are so hot that you want to choose to ignore those red flags, and you have to not ignore them. Fight the urges. Fight the primal urges. Look, if you want to have a good time, go on some dates, hook up, be my guest. But oh my God, if the red flags are there, I don't care how hot she is or how good the sex is, do not do it, chat. Do not do it. Trust me, it's not worth it. Because, man, there are some girls I've slid into the DMs of this past year, and red flags are there, man. And I've pushed past them and kept talking to them, and until it got to a point where I'm like, I gotta stop doing this and stop wasting my time. Brutal. Now there's some black girl who's doing the Sarah Stock grift, not Brittany. Yeah, the one in Texas, right? That's just saying slurs and stuff. I mean, by default, it's kind of funnier because she's a black girl doing it. So I guess I'll give more respect to that. But we love a black queen. Shit, we love it. We love when a black queen does a conservative grift, right? When they love calling themselves the N-word. Shit. Yeah, I don't know. I saw her, like, she didn't seem that funny, but, like, she's not, she doesn't seem as retarded as Sarah Stock either. I don't know where her fucking ad is, or I'd pull her up, but, all right, getting back to the chat. The group chat from earlier, I went on so many tangents that I did not finish the group chat. So, let's see. I said, weak men are way worse than slutty, whorish women. Oh yeah, one of the women. Let's see, what is said. The girls in here are cool as fuck. So if you have problems, you got problems genuinely everywhere. Which was in response to me saying that this chat makes me like women less. And if I have problems with the girls in this chat, and that means I have problems everywhere, then that by default means every woman is doing whorish behavior, which would be very black pilling if that was the case. But never black pill, always white pill, clear pill, white pill, never black pill. That one cringe guy going, women have been victimized by the low self-esteem of men for generations. I'm cool with them profit farming from it. The most, can I please get a crumb of pussy? Can I please get a crumb of pussy? Fucking type message ever, bro. Shut the fuck up. And I mean, I said also, I'm like, get the bag if they're literally just paying you and you're not doing anything in return, then get the bag. Like, these men should die that are doing this. So I mean, you might as well drain them for what they're worth if you're not going to give them anything in return. So, like, I think it is kind of morally correct to leech as much as you can from these pathetic simps. Make them go homeless for this. Make sure they never can afford a real woman ever, so that they never breed. Because, God, why do they exist? These are the weak men that created the hard times, chat. The hard times we are in are created by the weak men. I can't tell if this girl is making fun of that guy. The women have been victimized by low self-esteem. She replies saying, you should add women empowerment to your bio, king. Which I genuinely cannot tell you if that is being sarcastic or not. This guy's from DC. Of course he's gay. Of course. DC, one of the worst places on the planet. Trump is cleaning it up, though. One girl in the chat is like, I don't know if I could do it. I'd feel bad. I'd be thinking about these guys. Shouldn't you be doing something smart with your money? Don't you believe in love? Go meet someone. This is like the one woman in chat, by the way, that's married with a kid. So, of course, the married woman with a kid has the purest heart out of everyone, unsurprisingly. There's a reason she's married and the rest of them are not. I have actually stopped dynamics with subs when they got into serious relationships because I do believe it can negatively affect it. They can totally go on and send it to another dom, not my problem after that. That's insane. How are men that are sending money to women like this to be dommed by women, findom, getting into relationships? What are these horror shows of relationships that these men are getting in? Because there's no way any sane, normal, wife-worthy woman is dating these pathetic, disgusting, weak little bug men. No shot. But at least she has the decency to end it if they get into a fucking serious relationship. Which, if you're getting into a serious relationship and you're still giving money to fucking women on the internet, oh my God, Chud Jack, billions must. Billions must. Is everyone having fun right now? I'm so impressed with myself that I'm managing to yap by myself for an hour and 20 minutes so far. This is the longest I've ever gone just yapping on stream straight. And I've always kind of struggled with it in the past. So now I feel very happy that I'm gotten to the point that I can confidently yap for this long and not just go fucking silent mode. Next, I gotta get good at yapping while playing video games because when I'm gaming, I'm too focused. So it's hard to keep yapping while doing it. So that is the next step, is doing that. I was not planning the game tonight, and no one asked about it anyway, so it's fine. But I would like to do that because then it's it gives me an excuse to game while being productive at the same time because I'm streaming. So, and I kind of get bored if I'm just gaming on stream and I'm not yapping. So, let's see. One of the girls is saying, I don't think the desire to pay women is a weakness. It's a desire to support them, whatever the reason may be. LMFAO. Yeah, just do whatever mental gymnastics you need to accept the money, all right, whore, okay? Please. Shut your mouth. You're retarded. The gay guy from earlier, not literally gay, but you know what I mean, saying my starting price for selling content would be $500. Hi, Vito. Hi, buddy. You see my kitty? Come here. Come here. I love him more than anything. The things that bring me the most joy in life. Number 1, Vito. And Lottie, my other cat. Number 2, Mexican Coke. Or American Coke, formerly known as Mexican Coke. Those are the 2 things that bring me the most joy in life. Yeah, $500. And you know this guy's serious. That's it? $500 to start jerking off for fucking other men? Broke. I love him. Long cat. I love you. He never wants to sit on my lap unless it's his idea. If I grab him and I put him on my lap, he'll jump off immediately. but I'll be like at my desk working or playing games or whatever, and then he'll just like come up behind me and I'll like feel him on me or like rub up against me, and I have to like sit and wait like this, and then I gotta wait for him to come up. You want to come? If you have cats, you understand women better than most men. Simple as. All right, let's see. Anything else in this chat? My friend, being the only voice of reason, being like, the argument of why would you care about someone else's choices? They don't affect you. Is kind of retarded. Individual choices are never done in a vacuum, and norms propagate. It's good to shame behavior you think is bad for a greater society, which very few people will understand, ever. Very few people can understand that concept because they want to live in their own hedonism. So, I've really got to stop playing these streams with a speaker. No, play them with a speaker, of course. You want everyone to hear me. You want everyone to hear what I'm saying. I've been lurking, but this has been a lot of fun to listen to. Good, I'm glad. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Have you met any of these people in real life? My one friend that I just read the quote of, who's a good friend of mine from Twitter. Again, I'm not going to dox anyone in this chat. Him, and then one other guy who made the chat, who has not been active in these conversations, and he added me to it the other day. So that is it. Other than that, I don't think there's anyone else I met in here, at least not that I'm talking about. There's 131 people in here, so there might have been someone else that I've met, but because I didn't look through all the members. But for anyone that's in this conversation, only one person, which is my friend with the voice of reason over here. Girl saying, I pay for men's tickets to do stuff with me all the time. I just want company and to sit where I want, so I'd rather pay. I know it's a different context, but same outcome. I spent money to a man's benefit. The context matters. Are you stupid? Are you dumb? The context is so important. It's so different here. That is completely different. You are doing something with a guy that you were friends with or like, compared to a random fucking loser sending you money for no reason. Come on. I posted one of my favorite memes of the soy jack, where he's like, "But how does that affect you personally?" With the painting in the background of society collapsing. Do I have friends that are pay pigs? Absolutely not. Unless they are doing it without my knowledge, then absolutely not. You know, it's funny. I feel like I was thinking this to myself earlier. Like, if you're a gooner, but you're pure of heart, then, like, it doesn't affect you. Terrence is one of the biggest fucking gooners I know, guys. Terrence is a massive fucking gooner. But somehow, the porn and the freakness has not corrupted him. Like, he's still normal. He is a normal guy, normal relationship with women, normal around women, does not pay for OnlyFans, does not send women money, does not do any of that. My brother just loves to goon. He loves his hentai. He loves his Asian women. That's it. A little bit of weird fetishes here and there, but, you know. He is somehow consumes so much porn, but the rot has not corrupted him because he is pure of heart. So, if you're pure of heart, porn cannot corrupt you. The problem is most people in society are not pure of heart. Kingdom Hearts. Light and darkness. I could pivot here to Kingdom Hearts, which was on my list of stuff to talk about, but I'm still going off on this, so I'll get to it if I get to it. It's not as important. In ancient Chinese tradition, having a black cat will cause chuds to fall for the rage bait and engage with every one of your posts. Patriot fact check confirmed true. Off topic, but what do you think about microplastics? I mean, I avoid plastic as much as humanly possible. When you're eating out, you just kind of have to assume that they're doing fucked up shit to your food. Like, I see videos, like, there's this one place in Queens I saw on Instagram that fries in tallow. And I'm like, oh, awesome. Where's my water? I have to pee again real soon. Pee after this tangent. That fries in tallow, I'm like, oh, awesome. And then they show a video of them beating the raw chicken to flatten it out like a cutlet, which is great, but they're doing it over plastic. You're beating plastic into the fucking chicken, man. Use parchment paper, you fucking retard. Holy shit. It's like, it's amazing that we're finally getting restaurants to accept not using seed oils and moving on from that. But oh my God, the PQ, the plastic question. That is a entirely different thing that we are so far from conquering. But look, I'm pure of heart, so the microplastics can't hurt me. But I do as much as I can in my real life to minimize plastic. For example, even when I go to my parents, I will grill chicken there, and I'll bring it back to me to eat for the week. I will wrap the chicken up in parchment paper and then put it in the Ziploc bag so it's not touching the plastic. Does it make a difference? I don't know. But it's not really any effort going that extra step, so, fuck it. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to avoid plastic as much as possible. But yeah, eating out, you're going to have to assume that it's all fucking touching microplastics and shit like that. It is what it is. I haven't looked into really detoxing microplastics. I do enough stuff for esoteric health that I'm like less concerned about it. So I'm pure of heart and pure of seed oils. The microplastics cannot affect me. All right, I got to go pee. I think after the stream, I'm gonna title it something like "They normalized armpits." ... or "Armpits are the new feet." ... and the thumbnail is just gonna be Margot Robbie's armpit. So I feel like that is that's gonna be because I gotta start putting titles and thumbnails up for the streams afterwards. That way, it doesn't look the same because I have the one thumbnail, so it's the same for whenever something's live, and I need to make sure to change that immediately afterwards so people know it's a played video and it's not a live one still. It's from years of watching anime and playing Pokemon. I assume that's was talking about Terrence being pure of heart. The amount of microplastics found in the human brain is alarming. I'm sure it is, but going back to the manifesting from earlier, if you simply believe microplastics can't harm you, they can't harm you. Microplastics, I do not allow you to enter my balls or my brain or any other parts of my body. Leave now, microplastics. Say it with me, everyone. Everyone, I want you to repeat after me. Microplastics, you are not allowed in my brain. Microplastics, you are not allowed in my fucking balls. Microplastics, you are not allowed anywhere in my body. I reject you, microplastics. I reject you, macroplastics, too, while we're at it. I reject all plastics, and if you're in my body, you do not have permission to be in my body. Leave my body, plastics. Micro, macro, all sorts of plastics. Expel yourself from my body. You cannot harm me. I am stronger than you. I have conditioned myself to kill microplastics. You are not poisoning me. I'm poisoning you. Get the fuck out of me. Now, I hope everyone repeated exactly what I said, exactly as how I said it in that exact tone, because then the microplastics are forced to leave you. I mean, they have no other option. And if that didn't work, then, I don't know, look up some detoxes online. But I do enough. I put in enough effort with supplements and esoteric health that yeah. Yeah, the Dennis Reynolds method. Sickness be gone! Which is so funny because they did that as a joke, but like, it's real. I don't get sick anymore, guys. NAC, that's another great one. NAC, unpatched method. Yeah, that's the unpatched method. NAC. Let me send this link. Oh my God, I need more water. This shit is fucking incredible. Guys, I don't get sick anymore. I was just sick this past weekend, and I got rid of it so quickly. I started feeling just the tiniest bit on Thursday. I was sick Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday I was pretty much better by the time I woke up. Like, I woke up in the middle, like early in the morning to go pee, and like my throat was really fucked up. Went back to sleep, and then I was like fine. So literally I'm sick for like 2 days max, and I get over it so quickly. But one of the things I take for that is NAC, N-A-C. This shit is fucking amazing. NAC, you need to be NAC maxing and vitamin C maxing. You should be having a cup of orange juice every day. I like Natalie's and I like Matt's. Those are like the best orange juice you can get, other than like freshly squeezed. But that is the key to never getting sick, is OJ and NAC. Literally started taking NAC. My friend Scotty's recommendation when I got COVID in early 2021. And I stopped getting sick after that. The only time I've been sick for more than like 2 days was Japan. And that's because I was jet lagged, getting no sleep, and drinking every night. So that it took all that to weaken my immune system enough for me to get a cold longer than 2 days. Thoughts on nicotine and health? Do you think it can kill bacteria and viruses? I don't think it works for me personally. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life. I never vaped. I mean, I've hit like people's jewels before when drunk, but that doesn't count. And I've had a handful of cigars once every couple of years. So I don't know. I think there's maybe could be some truth to the nicotine. I also think people just like their cigarettes a lot. So I'm sure there's some benefits to it, but I don't think they outweigh the negatives. Vitamin D too. Yes, of course. Yeah, I mean, vitamin D, you should be taking like minimum 10K a day or 50K a week with K2. So I actually have it on my desk. This is from Premier Research Labs, D3 serum. Hard to see, but liquid form. I think like a whole squeeze of this is like I don't know, something like 15K, give or take. So I take you got to take for every 10K 100 mcg of K2. So I'll take 2 K2 pills every day with that. I should probably get blood work done at some point and get like panels, but like I kind of just take all this stuff and I feel amazing all the time, so kind of just know it works. But it probably would be beneficial to do it at some time. All right, let's see. What else in this chat, if there's anything else? This is all stuff I haven't read yet. This chat is so fucking active. Literally, it's just been nonstop going. But I don't know if they're still talking about that. Let's see. In a broader context, you aren't just shaming the men who are paying, but also the women who benefited from as well. That's the part I find hard to agree with. Well, yeah, because you're a woman and you're benefiting from it. Of course you disagree with it. I was taking multivitamins for a while, but I didn't really feel any different. Yeah, multivitamins do not do shit. There's no good multivitamins out there. You want to know a good multivitamin? Beef liver. That's it. Multivitamins do not do stuff. And most of the times, doctors do not recommend high enough dosage of supplements to actually do shit. You're kind of just paying for fucking nothing. You have to like make sure you're taking proper amounts, good quality, know what you're doing. Listen to fucking right-wing esoterics on Twitter. Yeah, someone made a good point that I did. They're like, not at all. Women accepting the money are providing a eugenic service to society, draining these men, which is, what I agree with. And then this one married chick is like, damn, just out of nowhere, damn, I should get naked on the internet more. And everyone gave her a react. I don't know what else. The raised eyebrow react. Someone's like, how much does a foot picture go for? And the girl that has all the feet pics on her fucking timeline is like, whatever amount you want, which apparently is nothing for her. All right. Seems like that's it. That was like the end of the conversation. Yeah. Crazy stuff in there. Insanity. Honestly. Such a degenerate chat. It was actually really enjoyable the first day I got added to that chat. And then, like, after that, a bunch more people were added the next day, and it just became a shit show. Although a lot of these women that are talking have been in there the entire time, so I guess it was probably always kind of a raped chat. Yeah, that's it on that. All right, what else? Japan. God. Crazy, like, how long you can talk about just armpits and e-whores for. Crazy how long you can just fucking rant on that forever. For almost 2 hours exclusively on that. I thought I was going to be talking about, like, Japan a lot of the time for this. So, I am planning to go to Japan. If some of you saw the community post. I'm planning to go in April. Unfortunately, I will not be going with Terrence because Terrence, one, cannot afford it. Two, he cannot take off of work and school for it, which sucks. Because I went with Terrence and then our other friend Alec when we went in end of October 2024, and that was the best trip of my life. After going through some horrible shit that month, and had the best trip of my life. 2024 was such a mixed bag of a year. It was such the highest highs and the lowest lows ever that year. God, that Japan trip was amazing. So we went to Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, and a mountain village with hot spring. Throat's getting a little raspy from all the yapping. I think this is seriously the most amount I've yapped nonstop in one sitting in my life without really taking much of a break. So this time, I just want to go back to Tokyo and Osaka, and I want to keep it chill and easy. Because, oh my God, dude, I did so much traveling within Japan for that trip, which was not fun, man. I'm already flying. I flew, so the way I did it originally was I flew from New York to LA, stayed one night, left the next morning for a direct flight, and then got there. And then it was in Japan, and then I was traveling all over Japan. And that flight alone, going to fucking LA and then there is just, it's so much. And then to do more traveling on top of it while you're there, it's just like, it's so much effort, man. This time I'm planning to do a direct flight from New York. I originally did the other way first because I wanted less hours in one flight. But looking at it now, I'm like, I only saved 2 hours for the direct flight. And then it's technically an extra 4 hours on the plane because of California then. And then all the extra costs, it's like, it's not worth it this time. It was nice to stop in LA last time. And it was really nice because on the way back, Premium Booster 1 of One Piece came out, and I bought a bunch of boxes of that. And the first pack and the first box, I pulled the Manga Nambi, which is currently at PSA, getting graded. And if that comes back at 10, that's like a $5,000 card. So fucking worth it. This time I'm not doing that. And I want to just do a direct flight. And I want to just do Tokyo and Osaka while I'm there. So I'm only traveling that. And I'm not traveling to extra places. Keep it chill. Places I've already been. Because I wanted to film when I was there that first trip. But I was so overwhelmed with everything. And I only had this camera. The A6700. And now I have the action camera. Which is so much nicer for vlogging and stuff. Because it's less of this big setup. That I just want to go there. And I want to shoot a ton. And have fun. Do drinking vlogs. Had some other ideas that like I wanted to do with like Terrence. So and Brittany. Because I was originally planning for a trip in the fall last year, but couldn't afford it. And Brittany definitely can't afford it either right now. So I'm at a point where I'm like, I have a couple friends interested. My friend Brian, who is in MagFest and the SantaCon vlogs. So he'd be heavily prominent in the Japan videos. And then this other friend, so if y'all remember Verse, unfortunately not Verse, but a friend that I know through Verse. His name's Kevin. And he might be coming. So I got 2 people interested. It's also so sad how far some people have fallen with the with crypto from the top of the bull to now. Me too, of course. You know, I'm down a fuck ton of money. But my one friend, I texted her, I'm like, Japan in April. She had like in summer of 2024, I don't even know if this is her high, but I know in summer 2024 she had 5 million. And I saw her like a few months, like in the fall. Saw her in the fall. Granted, crypto crashed more since, but I figured she would be stabled up by now. I'm like, Japan in April, and in all caps, she's like, with what money, James? And I'm like, well, I'm getting paid by so-and-so, so skill issue. So, skill issue on her end. The mighty have fallen. I've also fallen. a lot, but I got paid for some other work that I was doing, and I'm like, you know what? Japan trip, baby, because I miss Japan so much. And that is what I'm going to do. And also, Japan is, if I'm making content, that whole trip's a write-off, baby. Let's go. So that will be cool. But I would like to film as many videos as possible there. One video I wanted to do was trying every alcoholic beverage in a 7-Eleven. Another one was playing every Yakuza minigame IRL. Shit like that, but I don't know if I'll do that this trip. I would rather do that with Terrence and whatnot, but we'll see. But I'm definitely going to be doing drinking vlogs and whatnot, and that will be fun. God, my voice is starting to go from all this yapping. But if there's recommendations you guys have for stuff you want to see from Japan videos, let me know. I didn't know that people like that genuinely existed. I always thought it was a character for the camera. What people? What was I talking about when you said that? Hokkaido is really cool. That's the northern island. If you're into hiking or outdoor stuff, is very cool. Yeah, that's where Terrence wants to go when he goes back. And like if I ever had to go to Japan in the summer, because that's when Terrence can go, I would go to Hokkaido because Hokkaido gets cold, Japan gets hot in the summer, so it's a perfect place to go. That's not super hot, but all right. My voice is getting raspy, and I need to make sure my lovely voice is fine for shooting this weekend at Katsucon. So I think we are gonna wrap it up here, chat. I yapped for almost 2 hours. We're an hour and 52 minutes. I hope everyone had fun. I had a great time yapping. And then I will stream again next week. Because there's not going to be a video next week. But before I go, couple last things. Patreon.com/MKUltraMoney. Get extended cuts, exclusive videos, and all the past streams on Patreon. If you miss this stream, it will only be up for a short amount of time, and then after that, it's on Patreon. And the streams go on the $10 tier because it's like, look, they were free. Like, you had your chance. You should have watched them live. And if you couldn't watch them live, then pay up $10 a month for that. But for extended cuts, $5 a month. Please support the channel. All the money goes back into the channel because I'm spending money out of pocket to finance this channel. So this channel is in the red. Not that I mind, but would like to not be in the red. Thumbnails alone, $100 per thumbnail, $120 per thumbnail. This is €100, so $120 per thumbnail, plus all the traveling I fucking do and all the equipment. I want to buy more equipment and whatnot. So all the alcohol. So support the channel there. $5 a month, guys. Come on. Cough up the money. Give me $5. Give me $5, and you will continue to get Kino content from your boy over here. All right? Okay? Good deal. Great deal. Watch tomorrow's video. Dropping, I don't know, like 3, 4 p.m., whatever. Let me know how you like the new style of minimal edits, no music for the interview videos. Let me know if you like that more or not. That's it. No video next week. I will be streaming. Katsucon. Peace out. Good night, chat.